Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 7th of October. This week begins with the Sun, Venus and Mars all in the sign of Libra, which is very much to do with relating. But late last week there was a rather stern quarter moon and the energy of Saturn still spills into this week. This is asking us to take our relationships really seriously. But with Mars and Uranus in a tense quincunx, it's possible we could encounter someone who wants to push to get their way, even if it's not right for us. But from Wednesday, Venus makes its way to join with Mercury into the deep and passionate sign of Scorpio. This can be a trigger of an improvement around shared finances, or perhaps a more sensual dimension to a close relationship. If you meet someone new in the second half of this week, and this person has got a kind of mesmeric, quite intense personality, you could find yourself really fascinated. But equally, Venus going opposite Uranus can pull people apart in a tie which is not working quite so well. Which brings us to the full moon, which occurs on Sunday in the sign of Aries. So if there is any kind of chink in a close alliance, it's likely to be revealed at this time. Now, this is partly because Pluto is going to be squaring up to this particular full moon, which will bring the power dynamic back into play that was influenced by that quarter moon. But fortunately, the Sun is forging a gorgeous angle to Jupiter, and Jupiter actually forges a semi-sextile to Pluto for the whole of this week. So all of this is saying that we need to be as open-minded as possible about our resources, financial situations, our relationships, but also in terms of exchanging our views. So if there is something that does need to be brought out into the light on the back of this particular full moon, if we can make sure that we're listening carefully, there's much greater chance to improve things or perhaps meet someone who can be very special indeed. Your specific forecast, Aries, suggests that you're going to be a lot more assertive this week, particularly about relationships. Now, this can, of course, mean in a purely personal context, but it could mean in a professional one too. With Saturn and Pluto high in the sky, you're taking yourself a bit more seriously, and why not? But with Mars, your ruler, really giving you a bit more grit, if there is something you need to say, this could be the week that you do so. Money could be at the root of some of this, but equally you could have a mesmeric connection with someone. And as the week draws to a close, Jupiter, which is in a sensational location for you, could see you getting together with one other person or a group of people and planning something that's very exciting, but it could, in truth, be linked to work. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Aries. If you'd like to order your year 2020 personal horoscope forecast, you can do so by clicking the link below, getting 30% off and the rest of this year free. Thank you.